Hey guys, this video is going to be on objection training and making sure that you guys are confident and skilled to be able to, face objections and then make sure that you can still get the desired result, which is getting someone to join your facility and become a member and part of your team. So let's get straight into it. The first thing I want you guys to think about is just understanding the basics. Okay, so if we look at step one is, love the objections. Don't ever think that an objection's the end of the world. You shouldn't go into consultations and think, or phone calls and think, if I get an objection, I'm screwed. You want to get these objections and understand, why people are doing them, because they have self-sabotaging habits, and how it's important for you and for them that you overcome their objections and you just see them as speed bumps. So love them and search for them. The next thing, guys, is always say, is there anything else holding them back from getting started today? Because you want to see if it's just that one objection or they might have multiple. Then always show empathy and essentially agree with them. So by showing empathy and agreeing, you're putting yourself on their level. They're going to feel more understanding. They're not going to, directly think that you're objecting to their objection, and therefore when you show empathy and you agree, you're then on the side with them, and then you're going to sort of help them, guide them to the right direction. Then that's what you're going to do next. Point number 4 is overcoming and linking the goals to the importance of them achieving those goals, and that's why they will then decide to join the gym. So some questions, an example of searching for objections. How much did you spend at your previous gym? Did you think that was a reasonable price? Does your partner know you want to lose the 10 kilos by Christmas? Are they supporting of this decision for you to lose the weight? When would you find time to train during the week, before or after work? Any injuries holding you back at the moment? So all of these things, these questions, is sort of sussing out and searching out if they might have any objections. You can use this for so many different objections, but these are just a few that you can sort of start to implement in your consultation, and you can use things that are very similar. So off this, they'll give you an answer if they think what prices are reasonable, and you'll know if you think price will be an objection for them. Or it could be, that their partner isn't supportive, or it could be that they're time poor, or it could just be, they have a few injuries, and that might be their objection. So you can be prepared to offer them PT or whatever it may be. All right, an example of holding you back, really simple. Okay, so it's just your partner's approval that's making you want to wait to make the decision. Nothing else is holding you back from getting started today, right? So that's just sort of checking in and being like, well, if we can work out that your partner, does approve today, that you can go ahead and take action. Or if you realize that you don't need your partner's approval, then you can take action today. So it's just the price at this stage. You're happy with everything else. If we can work out a pricing that'll suit you, then you can take action today and start this journey to lose the 10 kilos. Okay, so that's just a nice way of them. And then they'll be like, yep, pretty much I just need to work out a price, then I can take action. So essentially you're eliminating any other objection. It's just that one, and that will allow you to, for them to realize that if you overcome that objection and if you guide them to the right decision, then they can go, oh, it was only price. Now I know, all right, I'm going to go ahead and do it. An example of empathy, I understand I'm married too, and I like to run everything past my wife. I get it, we live in Sydney, rent and mortgage is absolutely ridiculous, or at least for me, money is definitely tight, so I understand being cautious with your money. I can definitely see where you're coming from. Where does the time go in the day? You seem a lot like me, a hard worker who puts in, who often puts people ahead of themselves, which leaves you with very little time. I get it. It's hard to find the time. So that's obviously showing the empathy and agreeing with them when they say it's hard to find time, or, they don't know about price, and you can be like, well, yeah, rent and mortgage is ridiculous at the moment. Prices in Sydney are off through the roof. And, if they want the partner's approval, you can let them know that you have a partner too and you like to run things past them. But from there, we then link and overcome. So a really good thing to do here, depending on your packages and what you offer, is having some questions that they'll be wanting to answer yes to. So things like, would you benefit from the accountability of a trainer? It's like everyone would definitely benefit from that. So saying that, because that's what you're going to then offer. So when you're overcoming, you'll be like, okay, cool, so you would benefit from that. Okay. And would you benefit from the support from a trainer who has your back? So if you have a bad day, will encourage you, make sure you come to the gym the next day. They're like, yep. You're like, okay, great. Then it's like, would you benefit from nutritional guidance on your fat loss journey? And they're like, yeah, definitely. Like, okay, from what I can see, with the time frame we've got, definitely the ultimate results is the best package for you. It's only $65 a week. You get, and you insert your features like unlimited training, a coach, a meal plan, whatever it may be. And then you've got to make sure you have the benefits there, so which is going to really benefit you, because you just said accountability is key for you. And you also said the nutritional guidelines is key for you as well. So if you link those in together, that is going to get you the 10 kilo fat loss by Christmas. So when you board that plane, heading overseas to catch up with your family in Bali, you're going to feel and look amazing. All right, so if you see there, I got them to their emotional state, their green brain, because I spoke about 10 kilos of fat loss, boarding an airplane, visiting their friends. You can even, or their family. You can even add in something like, people are going to ask, like, what the hell have you been doing? And you can tell them your secret, which is between us and it's, our gym. Now, I'm going to come up with some exact overcoming objection examples in a second, so you guys can write them down in your notepads. You guys can start practicing them and use them. I will tell you now, they definitely work. I'll probably use them on over 3,000 people so far and helped guide so many fitness professionals to use it on tens of thousands of people. So these are real objections, real overcoming techniques that definitely work. And you need to also be in an amazing mindset, which is what we're moving on to next, to make sure that you put in the time and put in the effort to overcome these objections and to help these people. So that's what I want you to think about. Your mindset towards objections, guys, is I want you to forget and stop having that negative connotation towards objections that, you're cheating them into something. You're tricking them into doing something, because I work with so many fitness professionals and they are scared of selling. They're scared of, encouraging someone to join their gym. But when the people do join their gym, they get amazing results. And, they care for their members and they do such a good job. So I want you guys to think, when it comes to objections, how bad do you actually want to help the person? Because I've had people enter my facilities before and I've literally been like, you have to join today. Whether you're paying or not, I'm going to give it to you for free because you have to join. Because it was so important in their life that they got the help they deserved, because they'd be going to a big box facility, they hadn't been showing up, this person had been suffering from depression, they'd gone through a breakup, and I knew that by joining one of my gyms, they were going to meet friends, they were going to become, they were going to become part of a social outlet that was so healthy in their life. It was going to help them give up drinking, it was going to build friendships for them, and it was going to change their life. And that's what it exactly did. And it's hilarious because people will say things like, I remember you pressuring me to join your gym, and I tried to walk out and you said I'm not allowed. I have to do a month free trial at the bare minimum because I get amazing results. And I would do things like that because I would say, look, it's not about the money for me, it's about helping you. Because at the end of the day, if you care that much about your product and you see someone who needs the help, you know that they're going to join your gym anyway. Give them the free trial, force them to do it, call them every day to make sure they turn up. And that in the first 14 days, they'll train 6 or 7 times and they'll go, holy shit, this is the gym for me. And they'll stay a life member. So that's my mindset towards it. But let's have a look at it. Do you really stand for what you believe in? And that's sort of what I was just talking about there. And in that weird tangent that I went off, I truly stand. I know that if someone joins one of my facilities, they're going to meet friends, or they're going to meet people that are going to become their friends. They're going to feel comfortable. We don't have mirrors in our gyms. They're not going to see those big buff dudes and feel stressed or feel pressure or feel embarrassed. They're going to meet people like them who want to lose weight and feel good. Are you willing to push them to take action? Things should get awkward. If you're calling someone on their bullshit, if they've got some ridiculously bad excuse of why they can't join your gym, you need to call them on that and be like, look, I really think that, whatever it may be is currently holding you back. Let's take action, get started today. You need to, guide them on the right decision. You can't just accept poor excuses or poor objections. Now, you can give up and you can accept it, or you can man up. So we have people that become an expert who care, or pretenders who don't. So people who pretend, they think they're a sales expert, but in reality, they're not, and they don't care about the client's result. So become an expert at sales so you can guide someone on the right direction. But the other thing, if you truly care, then like I said earlier, you can happily offer someone a free period and deliver an amazing service, and then they're going to join up, and then they're going to become a lifelong member, and they become a raving fan. So make sure you become an expert who truly cares. And remember, guys, your last mindset towards objections is we're in a battle, all right? We're in this battle at the moment where we're versing these big box corporations, these big box facilities, have thousands of members, but they don't actually come. So it's always us versus them. It's huge corporations versus us. So we need these members to come in to become a part of a community, to pay a little bit extra because they're getting a community. They're getting an amazing facility with people who care. And it's us against those big boxes, and it's us against guiding members to making the right decision, to losing weight and becoming a part of a community. So make sure you remember that, guys. You should definitely always push. You should have that strong mindset towards objections and believe it's us against the world, and the world being those big corporation gyms. All right, let's move on. Let's have a look at some common objections. So, it's that they want to think about it. It's just like, that's a super common, hey, look, I understand. I just want to think about it. It's the price, okay? So, look, I think that's just a little bit out of my budget at the moment, but the person sitting in front of you is literally 25 kilos overweight and has been overweight for 10 years, and they're telling you it's the price. It's like, come on, man. Don't go on holiday this year. Invest that money into your health. The next thing is like the time. It's like, I'm so busy, yet they only work like 8-hour work days and they commute for like 30 minutes each way, but somehow they can't find the time. It's their partner. It's like, I'm not sure, I just got to check in with my partner. It's like, mate, come on, let's take action for your health, and make this decision. It's the kids. I've got young kids. I'm not sure if I can make it work with the kids, which kind of links in with the time. It's, hey, I always get injuries, or I've got current injuries. And then it's like I travel a lot, right? There's obviously a lot more, but these are ones that I've jotted down. So let's move on. Let's have a look at what to say and what to do when they say, I want to think about it. So, always we want to look at things like asking and empathy first, but here I've just put down, I understand, I like to run things over my head to ensure I'm making the right decision. What exactly do you want to think about? Now, this is a great question, because it actually gets them to tell you what the objection is. Because often it's not they want to think about it. It's like, the price is too much, but I'm too scared to tell him, so I'm just not going to ever answer his calls again and leave the gym. So what exactly do you want to think about? You can say, I'm a problem solver. Let me help solve this problem with you. And then you'll move on to another objection, because that won't be that they actually want to think about it. It'll be one below. All right, price. So if they tell you that it's a bit much or whatever it is, it might be out of their budget, they're not sure. Anything else holding you back at the moment, or is it just the price? Okay, so that's then letting you know that it's just the price. Once you overcome that, but they will join the gym. They'll be like, no, it's just the price. And you're like, cool. I know, I get it. This area is expensive. Rent alone is ridiculous. I know you have. Now, this is where we can work through a few different options here, right? I know you've have had the budget in the past of around $50 a week. Although you didn't get the result you wanted. So you didn't actually lose the 10 kilos. You sort of maintained your current weight. We offer a premium service. So you now chuck in a few features. We offer a premium service where you're going to get that accountability, right? And is accountability important to you? They're like, yeah. You're like, okay, cool. And that nutritional guidance, is that important to you? Yeah, okay. So with the accountability, the nutritional guidance, and the support, you're going to see fat loss. You're going to get shredded. You're going to lose that weight in the 10 weeks like we had planned. You're going to be, heading off to the night out to catch up with your girlfriends that you haven't seen in 6 months. They're going to be like, what the hell has happened with you? And that is what the power of our gym can do, and that's why you're going to get an amazing result with us. Let's have a look at this one here. I know in the past you trained a 24-hour gym up the road, but you didn't make it to manage it that often. You'll never compare on price. Well, we'll never compare on price with them, as we offer a different service. We get results. Now, we get results through our Ultimate Results program with accountability. Do you think that would benefit you? They're like, yep. The coach will keep you engaged on track. Okay, cool. Do you think with nutritional advice and accountability linked, you could you'd lose the 10 kilos you've always wanted? See what they say. You're like, awesome. Let's take action. Let's lose the 10 kilos. Let's join our family on the ultimate. Let's join our family, which is your gym, on the Ultimate Results package. Sign here. Bang. That's just a nice, simple way to go run through the price. You can address it. You can ask them. And even if they tell you the price is too much, you still just offer the exact same price and ask them to sign. Yeah, let's take action. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's start losing the weight and just see what they say. They'll often say yes there. So I'll put your sign here. All right, then you got the price breakdown. So if they're worried about, it's only $197 a month. That's $7 a day. We spoke about coffee, takeaway, drinking alcohol, random purchases. So we've got a fair bit of room in our budget where we can wriggle around and save. Look, I'm going to give you some meal plans that'll save you money. They're going to give you more energy, and you won't need that second coffee in the day, which is actually saving you $4. So now we're only at $3 a day, and I'm making, and now we're only making $3 a day, we're only $3 away from making a completely free challenge for you because you spend that money every month anyway. You want to cut down on takeaway, so if we can cut down once per week, that's another $50 a week. So we're going to be actually making money over the next month from your current spending to taking action on this training. So you're going to lose weight, make money, feel amazing. Let's get started today, hey? Why don't you just sign here and we'll get into it. Cool. So that's a price breakdown. There's so many different ways you can do this. You can do it with coffee, food, alcohol. I love breaking it down to the day. And then being simple, like one thing they can cut out each day, and you can hold them accountable to that, and things like that, which really, really help. But at the end of the day, you just remember, is emotion. How important is it to them? Because a bit of money, really money makes the world go round. But come on, guys. Like, if they are serious about changing their life, then, money shouldn't be something that's stopping them. We can make more money. We can get more energy from training. It's all these huge benefits to mental health from training as well. All right, let's look at the partner close. So partner, if we go down here, is there anything else holding you back, or is it just your partner giving you the go-ahead? Or is it looking for support, or is it more you're thinking finances with your partner? So this is a good one to touch on a few things here, because often it is finances. Like, it's not usually support, it is finances. If it's support, then there could be some considerable issues in their relationship, but it's fine. So I'll then show the empathy. Look, I totally get it. I run a lot of things by my partner too. What's your partner's name? They're like, Sarah. You're like, oh, cool, nice name. So Sarah supports you, obviously, being your wife, right? They're like, yeah. You're like, okay, cool. So if you were to go home today, literally tell Sarah, hey, babe, look, I'm going to lose the 10 kilos by Christmas. I've only got 10 weeks, but I'm so excited to do that because I know we go away for Christmas and I want to look and feel amazing. I've always wanted to do it. What do you think she'd say? And he's going to be like, yeah, she'd say go ahead. Great, look, let's go ahead and get started today. Sign right here. So that's a nice, simple, easy one. If they talk about finances, then you'll obviously have to go back up to the price and use the overcoming techniques there. Time, is there anything else from holding you back, or is it just working out, times that'll fit in your diary? The empathy, I get it. Time is flying by at the moment, and it's one thing we can never get back, right? Look, I know you've been waiting for, 24 months. Or whatever it was, since you weighed, 50 kilos. And you really want to get back and lose that 50 kilos. So let's stop waiting. Let's take action. We have classes in the morning. We have classes at night. We have classes at lunch. I'll literally sit down with you, plan your week, and I'll give you homework you can do at home to ensure we get you down to the 50 kilos so you look and feel amazing by, insert the date. Sign here. Let's get into it. And just see what they say. Because again, you address that they are busy, but the overweighted thing is that they've been waiting so long. So time's flying by, they've been waiting. Let's stop waiting. Let's start taking action, because action equals results. Then you let them know, I'm going to help you. I'm going to give you homework to do it from home. I'm going to keep you accountable. I'm going to be this one that supports and guides you. So we don't need to worry too much about your diet, because if you can't make it, I'm going to guide you with a nutritional plan, and I'm going to keep you accountable to training at home, that you'll still get an amazing result. So there's no more reason for excuses. All right, and then the other one is, look, let's break down the time. I solve problems for a living. That's honestly what I do. So we need to train. You need to pretty much train 4 times a week. We have 45-minute sessions, which is the best mornings for you. Let's book in, they'll say the best mornings. Let's book in 5:15 on these 3 days, and then I want you to do your 4th one on the Saturday, because I know you don't work Saturday. And I want you to follow this meal plan. Now, this meal plan is amazing. I've seen so many people use it and get great results. For you, following that and training 4 days a week means that you're going to lose the 10 kilos. You're going to do that by Christmas, and you're going to feel amazing when you board the plane. You're going to look even better. And people are going to be asking you, what the hell have you been doing in the last 10 weeks? Sign here. Let's take action. Let's get started today and stop waiting and wasting time. All right. Just remember, you've got to call them on their bullshit. People are going to say stuff like, I'm not a morning person. And you've got to be like, I completely understand, because when I started in the fitness industry, I was 20 years old and I found it so hard to get out of bed. But I realized when I did, I felt amazing during the day. And what's been happening for you recently, or the last 2 years, is you've been saying I'm not a morning person, but you've been unhappy with being 10 kilos overweight. So we need to take action. We need to change that. I can call you on my driving to work and get you in the gym with me, but you've got to cut that mental shift out of your mind saying you're not a morning person. Take action to losing the weight. I have to have a shower at home. It's like sometimes it's okay to feel a little bit uncomfortable and shower at the gym after your session and then head off to work, because that is going to be a small thing in your day. But if you can do that every single day or 4 days a week, you're going to lose the weight and you'll be so stoked with your result. You're going to feel amazing. Insert goal, insert date, insert event. Yoga is Monday, Wednesdays. It's like, I completely understand. Yoga is great for flexibility, mobility. What's been going on though when you've been doing yoga in the last 2 to 3 years? You've been sitting at 10 kilos over your desired goal. So I know that yoga is great for your mind and it's great for your flexibility, but let's attack this training. I'm a fat loss specialist. Let's attack this type of training, take action on it, lose the weight, lose the 10 kilos by Christmas. So when you board that plane, you're looking amazing. Let's go ahead and do that sign here. So you just need to call them on their bullshit, because they're going to have these excuses, but these are self-sabotaging excuses that stop them from getting results. So you need to let them know that that's just a habit that's stopping them getting results. Using these things allows them to say, I can't train in the morning because I'm not a morning person. It's like, who the fuck says anyone's not a morning person? So guys, look, I get it. You're seriously busy. I just know you want this really bad. You really want to insert goal. Your current plan isn't getting you the result you want. This change will get you that result. Setting the alarm, starting your day off for our sessions will make you feel invincible. It's time to change. It's time to get some life-changing results. Sign here. Let's take action. All right, we're moving on to the final few: injury, kids, and travel. So these are all vary from location, your policies, what you guys allow, So it's hard for me to give you an exact insight. But injury, guys, what I do is I look to downsell, or it could be an upsell actually, straight into personal training. So we don't let injured people into our groups. So it's like, look, you still want to lose the weight. Let's get you into personal training. If they're ever concerned about the price, you say, unfortunately, with personal training, I obviously have to pay for my trainer's time. So it is a little bit more expensive, but you get such value because you get that connection with another human being who's going to completely transform your life physically, mentally, emotionally, and support you and guide you on this fat loss journey. Personal training is the best way to get results. So I always get them in one per week if they're tight on money. You can give them a plan to lose weight. You've always got the benefits of having that time with a coach for the guidance one-on-one, which will equal their goal achieved. But remember, guys, upsell them for the first month. So always tell them, let's get you started on 2 to 3. I know it's an extra investment, but it's worth your money because it's going to see changes. You're going to get these healthy habits. You're going to build a platform for success in the future. So it's important that we do this with a trainer for the next month. And then we can look forward to maybe dropping back our sessions in the future back to 1 per week, and you can follow the program. All right, so that's a personal training. If they have injury, downsell or upsell, however you want to look at it, to personal training. Travel, accommodate, because you might want to help them out with suspension policies. I know we only offer 6 weeks suspension a year, so if someone's like a flight attendant or a pilot, or they just travel a lot for work, whatever it may be, and they're going away for weeks at a time, then I can say like, hey, look, if you commit to a year with us, I will give you like 12 to 15 weeks suspension, where they can come and go and use that as they like. But essentially, call them on their bullshit, guys. Don't just, let it become a reason they can't train, like, I work 2 days out of the city or something. It's like, let's break down your week, because their current plan isn't working this one well. Be creative, so you can always offer them like 3 groups a week if they can only make it 3 sessions, even if you don't offer that package. You might give them a small discount, still give them the accountability and guidance that they'll achieve. Don't let them just weasel out of it because they don't fit in. Make sure they can still fit in. Call them on their bullshit, essentially. Kids, it's up to you. If they can come to your facility, you might say the mums and bubs class or your lunchtime classes because they're quieter, but otherwise they can't. It's horrible when your gym's packed and you have a kid sitting there on the edge of the room. So if they're quieter classes they can make, it's always better. Again, don't let them use kids as an excuse. It's just such, they can work it out. I'm sure they've got a family relative they can drop them to for 2 days a week, or their husband, or whatever it may be. So where there's a will, there's a way. And remember, you're a problem solver, so you'd love to sit down and work that out with them. Last note, guys, before anyone walks out, always ask and try and save them. So before you walk out today, I just want to I just want to make sure you're completely satisfied with everyone. Was I okay? Was the gym okay? Was the atmosphere okay? Was the gym clean enough? Do this group session seem okay? Please, and then you just ask those one after another. Please give me any feedback because it's the first time I have had anyone ever not take action today and change their life by starting their journey. Just let them know stuff like that. Please give me the feedback. We want the feedback because that's how you get better. You could be doing a sales consultation, showing someone around the gym. One of your trainers at 10 a.m. is training and they're dropping deadlifts really loud and the client's like, I'm intimidated. And you're like, oh, that's actually my trainer who's so friendly, so lovely, that you'd actually get along with them. They'd be the one that coaches you one-on-one. They'd teach you to deadlift or whatever it may be. So just make sure you get that feedback because sometimes people leave for the strangest reasons. And if they give you that feedback, you can then save them or take the feedback on board and then make sure the next time, your trainer isn't there doing loud deadlifts or whatever the feedback may be. Guys, that is the objection training video. I'm sure it's going to help you so much, give you more confidence. Just remember that you should push, you should encourage because you know that you guys are going to be the ones that change their lives. And often they're going to join these big box gyms and they're not going to take action on their health. But with you guys on board, they will take action, they will lose weight, they will feel amazing, and you will change their life. Good stuff, guys. Keep working hard.